Alright. Hello, everyone. Hello, Joshi, Mistloop, Prince Zetharoth, Walter Gehrig, Crystal, and Fedopadden. Thank you guys for the good luck. So, Trezko has been a moderator for 8 years. Why is this a notification? I've never seen this before. Also, thanks for the good luck, Lotta Noctis. It's brand new today. Oh boy. Him to PB. I mean, it's definitely possible that I could PB. I've practiced all the tricks and done 2 run-throughs up through, like, completing City in the Sky. I didn't actually practice Palace or Hyrule Castle because those things haven't changed. My PB is actually 6 years old, I think, because it was from summer 2020, if I remember correctly. Also, thanks for the good luck, Tokyo Chicken. And thanks for the good luck as well, Morgan Gron. Can we ban Crystal? I mean, you're welcome to try. I don't think it's gonna work. Because she's a moderator. Her global... I mean, that's something you would have to do outside this channel, so... I don't know why you're asking me if you can do that. Thanks for the good luck, Organic Olive. Dang, a 120 stream watch streak. Have you not seen that before, Trez? I feel like the watch streak notifications have been around for, like, at least 6 months now. I mean, I feel like someone at some point must have done that on the ZSR channels, but I guess Trez doesn't watch ZSR. Oh, nice, Shane. That's awesome to hear about. Congrats on pushing it further. Removing RNG is always pretty nice. So thank you for the best of luck, and congrats on your sub 8. Also, thank you very much, Minato, for the 59 months of Tier 1. We are indeed doing even more Twilight Princess. Thank you for the continued support. Text overlay over gameplay. I mean, there's nowhere else really to put it on the layout. Just because of what the layout is. Also, thanks for the good luck, Phoenix VR. And for the good luck as well, Kokorona. Also, thank you very much, Beanseller, for the 65 months of Prime. That's a lot of months of Prime. And thank you very much for the good luck as well. Also, I should probably start recording this. But yes, so this is the Wolfdash 5 tournament, which is the 5th Twilight Princess Any speedrun tournament. I don't think I participated in any of the previous ones, and since I was basically already always playing Twilight Princess, I figured maybe we should join one. Oh yeah, I guess there is a restream, huh? I may have not updated those commands. Yeah, so this is not randomizer, so I will be able to read chat while the race is going on. And because my PB is 6 years old, we might be able to beat it today, assuming nothing goes catastrophically wrong. I'll gain an unfair advantage through chat reminding me where things can be found in the vanilla game. I mean, I guess that is true. Yeah, if I forget where something is, I can ask chat and they might remind me. So thanks for the good luck, Piantissimo. Forget Orden gate clip, you'll help me. Alright. Well, hopefully I don't forget how to do Orden gate clip. But also thanks for the good luck, Harunean X Jr. The race is supposed to start now, but still have some people who are not ready. Can't believe we're starting slightly late. This never happens. Blame Trez? I don't think this is Trez's fault. Yeah, the several hours long event starting a few minutes late. Clearly, all speedrun races that have ever been coordinated have started on time before. Also, thanks for the raid, Duckboy Lars. And hello, Rourke25. Also, thanks for the good luck, Lucas Comics and Duckboy Lars. I'm also excited to see you in a month, Comics. Especially when it will not be cold. because it's always cold at AGDQ. I guess last AGDQ wasn't as cold as the previous two, but I definitely prefer the summer GDQ weather-wise. Am I going to be looking at chat? Ah, yes, I will be looking at chat. Because this is not a randomizer race, so chat can't spoil me on where things are to give me an unfair advantage. Will I be looking at the game? I do plan on looking at the game, but I guess... maybe I won't? I don't know. I'd be impressed if I didn't look at the game. Why look at game when controller do work? Yo, true? I mean, if the controller is the one doing all the work, why aren't we just looking at the controller? Yeah, I think technically with the way we have the aspect ratio set, the three black squares aren't actually squares. Also, thanks for the good luck, Trippero. Can I make them not squares if it's too bright? No, I mean, I think we kind of want them to be squares. Or at least vaguely close to squares. That's true. Regardless of how we set up the screen, they are gonna always be rectangles. Thanks for the good luck in TDVX. What if the squares are slowing me down, though? Well, we don't ever have to see the squares except for on this screen, so I don't think they can slow me down. If anything, what's gonna slow me down is either gonna be RNG or me messing up tricks. I would never mess up a trick? Oh, yeah, totally. I'd never mess up speedrunning tricks. Is this a safe space for Majora's Mask fans? I would presume so, yeah. I think Majora's Mask is cool. It may be my least favorite 3D Zelda game, but I still think it is a fun, good game. Because all Zelda games are really good, in my opinion. So we are still waiting for someone. Ah, there we go. Okay, I should specify all Zelda games that I have played. I have not played the CDI ones, so I cannot give an accurate judgment on them. Also, thank you very much, Pat's Fan, for the Tier 1 membership on YouTube. And also, it looks like the race is actually going to start now. So, very cool. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Time for a no-reset run of Twilight Princess. Yeah, so my current PB is just below 3 hours. Definitely possible that I could PB if we don't make any, like, really big mistakes. But we will just have to see. Yes, this is a regular speedrun race, not a randomizer race, so... Darn it. Why would you do this to me, Gate Clip? Well, eventually we will get through. Surely. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, darn it. Wait, really? That put the map away? I thought the map came back out. Alright, well, what a great start. I never messed that up in practice, so of course I mess it up here. I guess I'll just do unplug, replug next time. Of course, Gate Clip continues to not want to work. And I'm really not getting lucky with this. Alright, well, great, we've already lost a minute. But thanks for the good luck, ABG Spartan. I mean, I don't think I was gonna be #1 seed to begin with, because quite a lot of people have a better PB than I do. Also, thanks for the good luck, Zopiad. Yeah, I mean, Orden Gate Clip is, like, not technically RNG, but it may as well be. Not supposed to take out my sword there, but oh well. Actually, no, I think I was supposed to take out my sword so I could hit this guy so that he wouldn't hit us. I think it's what I was actually supposed to do there. Is that a good morning, Joshua Jer? Thanks for the good luck MKO3 reel. I do not plan on doing speedruns on Dusklight now. Wow, 525 cage break. Did you get Red Dead Redemption on... or 2 on PS5 or PC? I have never played Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. But if I was gonna get it, I would get it on PC because I don't have a PS5. I don't know who came up with the name Wolfdash, no. Whoever came up with it a while ago, since this is the 5th tournament. Alright, goats. Alright, that's a good start, it seems. Sub 20 goats. Yeehaw. And now, time for more RNG. So thanks for the good luck, Ruzine. You noticed I was working on Dusklight Randomizer. How easy / hard is it to program? Nice. I guess I don't know if I can necessarily accurately answer that question, because, like, I've helped to develop a bunch of different randomizers before, so this isn't, like, my first time developing a randomizer. Also, yay, we got good bow RNG. Like, generally, I'm familiar with, like, all of the steps that need to happen to make a functional randomizer. Because, like, the first time that I tried to help develop a randomizer was definitely much harder than it is now for me. But, like, I would say that, like, even, like, regardless of that, it is always a lot of work. Because different games, like, while generally you do sort of build out the same, like, at least as far as, like, the logic, or, like, the seed generator goes, you are sort of building out the same kind of program structure, but each game also has unique challenges that, or, like, unique problems that you have to solve with, the logic side. And then obviously, like, every single game is different with, like, the actual in-game changes that need to happen for making a randomizer work. Though I've only done Legend of Zelda games, and, like, generally there are some similarities, like, because, like, at least as far as, like, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword go, those games do, have a lot of similarities in how they're programmed. And, like, how data on stages is, like, stored and can be modified. If it wasn't a race, I would see you saying hi. Well, it is a race, and I am seeing you say hi. Because it's not a randomizer race, so I don't have to close chat. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like, assuming logic hasn't been written out, like, you obviously have to write out all the logic yourself. I have not played Mina the Hollower. Oh, I have heard about it. I think it's the same devs that made Shovel Knight, if I'm remembering correctly. At least for, like Nintendo games, making a randomizer does involve some amount of, like, assembly coding. That's not the case for Dusklight, because Dusklight is a re-implementation of Twilight Princess, essentially using the decomp code, so that's actually one thing that's very nice about Dusklight, is that I don't have to do any assembly programming. And that it's significantly easier to make changes in-game. Because we are essentially working with the decomp code instead of just having to, like, hook into or make changes in the assembly itself. But thanks for the good luck, apes. Also, yes, this is a vanilla speedrun race. Alright, time to skip this sword and shield. Despite the fact that we already have a sword and shield. But we don't have the sword and shield that Midna wants. But Midna is not satisfied. Oh, nice spawn point for Hugo. I have not played Twilight Princess Picross, no. I've watched someone play Twilight Princess Picross, but I myself have not. I think depending on who you ask, I think some people say that Sword and Shield skip is now like the hardest trick in the run, which I guess is probably true since Pogate's skip is not difficult anymore. You go, I need you to be slightly further away from the wall, please. Alright. That works.
What do you want, Bacon?
You thought Gorge skip was tough? Yeah, I guess, are you specifically talking about Gorge Void, or, like, the Rupee roll? Because, like, getting Gorge Void consistently... Like, I probably have less consistency with Gorge Void than I do Sword and Shield skip, I would say. But Rupee roll... I'd say I would probably have better consistency. Because Rupee roll doesn't depend on enemy RNG. To a degree. Although I do remember having, like, a bit of a tough time learning Rupee roll specifically, but, like... After I got it down, I would say that at least for me it was definitely easier than Sword and Shield skip. Nice. The first frame Midna jump. Also, thanks for the good luck, Ben. Alright, can we get good Shadow Beast RNG? Because if we get the fast swing, then we can't really do EMS. If we get the slow swing, then we can. Oh, now that's a fast swing. That is also a fast swing. And that's 3 fast swings. Well, that kind of sucks. Not a whole lot we could have done about that. Unfortunately, and that's just bad RNG. And that time I moved too far to the side. Maybe it was too late, one of the two. That time I didn't move far enough to the side. Oh, come on, really? And apparently I still was not far enough to the side. It's a fast swing. Got this heart. There we go. Finally. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. That was like 2 minutes or something right there. Also, thank you very much, ADHD, for the 93 months of Prime. That is a lot of months of Prime, so thank you very much for the continued support. I mean, yeah, the big thing over my current PB is the time save on the spinner segment. And also the various other displacement clips. I think my PB did Stallard skip, because my PB has a... I think a 4-minute... or like a 5.5 minute... Stallard segment. Is that... I actually don't remember if that's with Stallard skip or not. Sounds like it is? Or no. I don't remember. I don't know what the actual segment time is supposed to be. Also, thanks for the good luck, Douglas. Love getting a small jump there because the dash timing didn't work out. Okay, my PB did not do Stallard skip. I mean, that makes sense, because I don't think... I mean, like Ben said, I don't think anyone was doing Stallard skip back then. Yeah, Temple of Time hasn't been in any percent in a very long time. Oh, we did not quite lose 2 minutes. Don't know if there will be an all dungeons edition of Wolfdash. That would probably require more people to play all dungeons. But all dungeons is also better now. Thanks to displacement clipping as well. Actually, I remember to hit Z there, and not D-pad right, which I kept doing in practice. It's been a while since I've had to use Z to warp. So thanks for the good luck, K-Roo. I need to relearn how to properly do that, because I keep getting scared that I'm gonna void out. Really? Bro. Okay. Probably should have actually looked at where that Shadow Beast was facing, but they were both kind of just facing bad directions. Yes, the wall is very interesting, this is true. Everyone loves a good wall. I forgot to make a save. I guess I save here. No, that's not run over. I just have to... It's a bunch of time. I have to play through the first part of the game again. Actually, I think it would have been faster for me to just go through Forest Temple normally. At that point. Well, no, this isn't too bad, I don't think. But yeah, that's a pretty bad mistake right there. It's also why I should have realized that that happened when or wait, no. No, there's another way that I could have done this that's much faster, but I don't remember how to actually do it. But, like, I think I could have just done back in time. And then just essentially died in back in time to load the King Bulblin fight. But I should have thought about that. Also, hello, Moon Princess. I mean, really what I should have done is just saved after getting Iron Boots, but... I've apparently committed to this really slow backup now. That I'm pretty sure is not actually worth it at this point.
Hey!
Maybe it would have been faster to beat Farron Twilight. Well, I guess we get to do goats twice. Saving was important because I need to load a save file saved with some specific properties. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just save here, but I'll go in and out of Bo's house just to be sure. And if this doesn't work, then I guess we'll try... the thing I mentioned. It's too early. But now that I have the save file I need, I can load that specific file here during back in time. Again, though, I'm pretty sure that there was a much faster way I could have done that I just didn't think about as I was going through. Where you can just kind of die after doing back in time to start it like that. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of bad. I mean, I'm also just kind of sad that I probably backed that up in the slowest way possible. Because it probably would have been faster to either just do Forest Temple normally, and then do, the displacement clip, when going to the Deku Toad fight. Or just, do the slower back-in-time setup to start the King Bulblin fight. But I didn't think about doing either of those things. I thought about playing through the beginning of the game again for 5 minutes instead. Oh, come on. So instead, we lose 6 minutes here, when, in reality, I should have probably only lost, 40 seconds or something. So if we had gone through Forest Temple normally, I think that would have been an extra, 2.5 minutes or so. Something like that. Well, what a bad mistake to make. So thanks for the good luck, Curtis. I mean, in theory I can still PB, I think, but it's definitely significantly less likely now that I'd lost 6 minutes there. But, because, yeah, usually if I forget to make that save in, an actual run, then you just reset but can't do that in a no reset run. So thanks for the good luck, Pixelbound. We lost 6 minutes because I forgot to make a save file after getting the iron boots to do back in time equipped for the boss flag when entering Forest Temple. So I essentially replayed the start of the run up until that point again, and then made a save file. Which was actually the slowest thing I could have done, because it would have been faster to just go through Forest Temple normally. Or just get the boss flag by dying after doing back in time, but I, like, forgot that I could do both of those things, so... But hey, at least we pressed the A button. That's good. Also, thanks for the good luck, Moogle Knights. I don't like that angle. Not that bad. Hopefully that's fine. Seems like it was high enough. Turn around. We avoid the King Bulblin 1 trigger. We do not want to fight King Bulblin 1. Now we go back and get map warping. While also still avoiding the King Bulblin 1 trigger. Surprised that the map warping trigger extends all the way over the gorge. Seems kind of weird. But thankfully it does. Actually, I guess if it didn't, then Gorge Void wouldn't be useful. We couldn't get the map warping trigger from the other side. Ah, yes, just Epona slide across. Of course. The answer to all our problems. Also, darn it. That was almost really good positioning. Really? Kind of surprised that one was too far. Ah, well. Not the best forest escape. Gate clip was nice.
Do you want gun or basket?
That gate really is just a suggestion, yeah. Oh, I could have gone down there. I almost jumped over the Carter Rock, apparently. You hope WD5 stands for World Domination 5. I mean, I feel like you would have had to have numbers 1 through 4 first, John. You already accomplished 1 through 4. Oh, I see. BD5 stands for Water Displacement 5th Formula. I don't know if this is real or not.
From gun.
Sounds like it could be real, but I'm not sure. So thanks for the good luck, Miyaritari. Oh, WD-40 reference, I see. Alright, well, at least this segment wasn't terrible, like the previous 2 segments. The only thing we really lost time to was, like, taking a bit to do Forest Escape the second time.
We were
The proper way to do this was... I never remember whenever I have to go back to doing the basement bugs what the correct way to do them is. At least one thing that's nice about Elden Twilight in any percent is that I don't have to worry about getting extra yellow rupee text anymore. How was gym today? I'm doing alright. This run could certainly be doing better, but... sometimes that's just how it be. Also, the reason I lost 6 minutes between Master Sword and Gale Boomerang was because I forgot to make a save file for Bite after getting the Iron Boots, and essentially chose the slowest possible way to back that up, was by playing through the start of the game again up until that point. Like, it would have been significantly faster if I just remembered that you can still get the boss flag by just dying after doing back in time, I'm pretty sure. Also, I'm surprised the bug did not go to the left there. Hello, Ultimate Gamer. What's going on is we are doing any percent. Kinda badly. We made a very silly mistake and lost 6 minutes on a segment. Also, yes, I can read chat, so thank you for the good luck element, Alec. Did I speedrun all achievements for Dusklight? I do not have any plans on speedrunning on Dusklight, so probably not. That would also be a really long run. Getting every single achievement in Dusklight. There's one boring randomizer. Yeah, not very many things are random, it seems, but maybe we'll eventually encounter a random item. A no shield challenge. I don't actually know what the requirements for that are. Is that just never get a shield? Because if it's never get a shield, that means you have to do, like, at least 2 separate runs for an all achievements speedrun. Time was lost so far because I forgot to make a save file when I was supposed to make a save file. And then I could not use the save file that I did not have when I needed it. It was very sad. But technically, we could still PB. Because my PB is 6 years old. I can save quite a lot of time in Arbiter's Grounds specifically over my PB. Oh, I see, Ultimate Gamer. Yeah, the last time I ran GameCube Twilight Princess, I was doing all dungeons runs. So my all dungeons PB is pretty recent, though it doesn't have any of the new displacement clip stuff that could definitely be used to save a lot of time over my current PB. Is a Wii U worth it just to play Wind Waker HD and TP HD? I mean, if you don't have a Wii U, I don't know if I would say that that's really worth it, unless, like, you really want to play those games. Get over here. I forgot where I'm supposed to stand for that. Worth it for Nintendo Land. Seriously. I thought Nintendo Land was a lot of fun. Really? Damn it. Tier really did not want to be collected. Oh. No, what? Darn it. Alright, you get over here. Why are you so far back there? I think we should open up our own evil theme park. This sounds like a lot of work, John. I don't know if I want to do that. So thanks for the good luck, Snowy. You're lucky you would buy one and they would put him to Switch 2. I mean, I don't know. People have been saying that surely Nintendo is going to port Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD to the Switch for years now, and it hasn't happened. And assuming that the Ocarina of Time leak is true, it's probably not going to happen still. So... Is it weird that you almost prefer the grainy GameCube resolution? I don't think so. Like, this game was very much, like, visually designed with, you know, the expectation that it will be viewed in 480p, right? Like, probably on a CRT. So... like, compared to Twilight Princess HD, right? Like, even though HD is, you know, higher resolution, and also, like, better texture quality, like, the fact that the texture quality is better and the resolution is higher kind of makes, like, it very clear how polygonal the game actually is in a lot of places. Whereas, like, on the original game, that's kind of masked due to, like, the lower and blurrier texture quality, as well as just being in 480p. Are you the only one who thinks OOT is fine? Why do we need a remake? No, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who think that. But I mean, I don't know. I think seeing what current Nintendo's take on Ocarina of Time would be pretty cool. And, like, I guess I don't really see, like, an OOT remake as, like, replacing the N64 version. Or, like, the 3DS version. But also, like, it's I kind of think of it as a way of making the game more accessible to people. Because, like, in my opinion, the N64 controls are very clunky. Which is why I prefer playing the 3DS version, because the 3DS controls are significantly better, in my opinion. And also, you know, you have, like, gyro aim and whatnot. You can actually equip the iron boots to a button. That's pretty good. And so this is just, you know, the fact that the 3DS version is not really accessible anymore. Like, the only somewhat accessible way that, like, a casual gamer can play Ocarina of Time is through the NSO service. I mean, I don't know if I would say Nintendo just seems to only do remakes and ports now. Like, we've gotten quite a lot of new games since the Switch 2 launched, right? Like, just within the past, like, essentially 2 months, we've gotten Pokemon Pokopia, Yoshi and Mysterious Book, Tomodachi Life, etc. Now, obviously, those games are not going to appeal to, like, everyone necessarily, but, like, there are a lot of new games that are coming out. They just might not be games that are for you. Also, hello, Kickoff. Now, obviously, we do have, like, the Star Fox remake that's coming out in, like, a month. And if the OOT rumor is true, that's also another remake that's happening. Also, thanks for the good luck, Tonsil Shelby. The reason it looked like we one-shot the Twilight bloat there is because we actually ended up bonking on the side of it. Wait, what? No, I should have been at full health there. Why? Okay, I'm confused. I thought that should only have done 2 hearts, but apparently I was wrong. That again? Yeah, okay, that's what I was expecting. Did I lose health somewhere and not realize it? I mean, so the big holiday games last year, right, I think were intended to be like Pokemon Legends ZA, and then also Metroid Prime 4. Which, like, you know, if you don't play Pokemon, like, obviously ZA is not going to appeal to you. And Metroid Prime 4 was kind of eh, so... like, obviously, like, you know, as someone who myself does not play Pokemon really at all. Like that wasn't an offering that I was interested in. And then Metroid Prime 4 was just kind of so... I can confirm that I was at full hearts on that first jump, okay. I guess I fell a little too far or something. Oh, I keep on forgetting I have to talk to Isa before I do this. We do not collect any green crystals in this run, no. Well, we didn't mess that up, so hooray. I keep forgetting I can just press B there. I don't have to use the D-pad to get rid of the item wheel. Does being seated higher in a tournament really give you better chances of winning it? I mean, admittedly, I don't actually know what the format of this tournament is. So we'll see, I guess. I know that this tournament has a pools stage, so I guess if you seed higher, then you might have an easier time making it out of pools. What is a seeding race? A race that determines what your seed is for a tournament. Okay, yes. For some reason, I thought that I wasn't supposed to do that there, but this is indeed what we're supposed to do. Oh no, we died! How could this happen? Well, at least all of the water is gone from Lake Hylia now. Also, thanks for the good luck, Asher. I don't know if I have a favorite tongue twister. What? Okay, something about that was wrong. Like, the camera got messed up or something. I'm confused about what was wrong there. Definitely buffered to the correct angle, so... No, it's this one. have messed up on one of the side hops or something. But, huh? I'm sorry, how did we backflip? I hit left and we backflipped? I'm confused. Usually if I fail that, it's because I roll instead of side hopping, not somehow backflipping instead of side hopping. So that's a new one. Really? Oh, I guess with the rock gone. I have never practiced this with the rock gone, because the rock is kind of my visual cue. I also never failed it in practice with the rock there, so of course I'd failed it in the run now, because for some reason my angle was wrong the first time. Well, these are the kinds of things that I should have been prepared for. Really? That's still late? Well, I was not prepared for this, fortunately. I think hopes of PB are probably gone at this point. I had to guess. Is this somehow different if the rock isn't there? I wouldn't think it's different if the rock isn't there, but... Bomb boost while destroying the rock. Bomb boost after destroying the rock. Oh, is this different if the rock is already destroyed? Oh no, this is not good. Well, that would explain why it didn't work the last few times. Okay. Uh, so... They apparently grab here. Drop with the boots. Oh god, this does not look fun. No, we're not soft locked. I have to learn how to do a different trick to get into lake bed now because I blew up the rock. Uh, Without oh, I didn't jump attack. So I essentially have to do that trick now to try and get in here because I only ever practiced doing this trick with the rock not blown up. Because the way you're supposed to enter lake bed is that you blow up the rock and bomb boost into the entrance at the same time.
You need to wait.
Drop down here, do this, and then it's A, immediately pull bomb mash B to jump attack? I guess maybe not immediately, but... Yeah, so I needed to be quicker there.
What you think?
But honestly, at this point, I don't know if it's worth like continuing. But yeah, I guess this is something that's better to learn now, but I wish I had realized it back when I was actually practicing this trick, that you have to do something different if this fails. Put the boulder back. Ah, yes. Pretty sure it was right here. Drop. Do this, and then... Okay, well, We made it. Neat. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna PB now, unfortunately. I was not prepared for having to do that. Nice. It was definitely not faster than just doing the double LJA at that point, but... Oh. Yeah, so I think we lost like 14 minutes on that segment. And I thought that the Gale Boomerang segment was going to be the worst one this run. Boy, was I wrong. We're dropping all the bombs because we want to fill our bomb bag with water bombs, which we can't do if our bomb bag has regular bombs. So we have to drop all of them out. And now we have our water bombs. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be comparing against this run for whichever run I happen to do next. Because this run's not going to be a PB, so it's not going to get saved. Nice. Really? Again? It's too far. Where? It's right there. There we go. this. Alright, well. Okay. Technically, this is one bomb RNG, but I'm not gonna go for one bomb. Took a really long time to sink down there. Well, at least we had another segment that didn't go extremely poorly. That's always nice. Oh my god, and we got a fast Morpheal cutscene. Wow. Those 2 seconds will really make up for the 14 minutes that I lost on Clawshot. Just 13 minutes and 58 seconds more to go until we get back the time that we lost there. Yeah, considering the fact that my PB enters Arbiter's Grounds in 2 minutes, I think we're a bit behind. My Ruby count is also kind of low. Have to get both reds above fire. I guess the blue on the way to the Arbiter's BK chest. Well, this route is different from my PB route between Gale Boomerang and, like, going to the Gerudo Desert. Not by a whole lot, but it's just like some things got moved around. But my PB was from 6 years ago, so it's not surprising that the route is different now. When moving things around, can I help you move a couch? Maybe. If you tell me where I need to be. Assuming it's somewhere on World Domination Drive. Couch will really tie World Domination Headquarters lobby together. Ah, I see. That makes sense, John. It's the hardest trick in this run. Depends on who you ask. I think for me, the hardest trick is probably Stallard Skip. Just because I don't have the greatest consistency with, at least the current setup, doing the claw shot actor displacement because of how quickly you have to hit L and left after releasing Y. But at least the second part of Stallard Skip is much easier than it used to be. Up with the claw shot trick from earlier? I don't think we've done a trick involving the claw shot yet. Okay, then I guess re-grabs on Morpheal. Are you talking about the trick we did to enter Lakebed? Because the trick we did to enter Lakebed is just entering Lakebed with, like, empty Lake Hylia, which I think has been used for about a year now? Or something like that. But basically, it's, we essentially use it as a way of getting into Lake Hylia, or not Lake Hylia, a way of getting into Lakebed Temple without Zora armor. So that we don't have to go and get Zora armor, basically. And it is faster to do that instead of doing Pillar Clip when we enter Lake Hylia during the Lanayru Twilight by about, I think, 15 seconds in total. Because then you can do Lakebed in a single trip instead of having to do Lakebed in 2 trips like you do with Pillar Clip. I don't have to howl here. But yeah, so like Pillar Clip is still done in all dungeons, but for any percent specifically, we don't use it anymore. In theory, Wolfo's Super Jump can save time in any percent, but like it's not. That's nice. It's not recommended to go for because it's significantly harder than just doing map glitch. And probably will not save you time. So thanks for the good luck seal. I prefer all dungeons to any percent, but like any percent's pretty close, I think, because a lot of the strategies you do in any percent and all dungeons are just the same, because any percent already goes through most of the dungeons. Spooky. That was also a little spooky. Also, hello, Lou. The Twilight Princess does just kind of continue, huh? Okay, we'll break free eventually. Have to get through a randomizer tournament and an any percent tournament first. At which point something new will be discovered that makes me play something again, so... Really? There we go. Messed up something that first time. This is indeed SD any percent. Which we lost a lot of time in. Really because of only, like, 2 huge individual mistakes. One of which was me not paying attention, the other one was me not being prepared for a situation that I did not know existed. So... yeah. What? God. What is with this bubble? Honestly, maybe we'll just throw the ball and chain twice. That guarantees the orange rupee will spawn. Yes, it is true that the right door is faster in GameCube Twilight Princess. The left door is faster in Skyward Sword and Wii Twilight Princess, because it has to do with Link's handedness. If Link is right-handed, then the left door is faster. If he's left-handed, then the right door is faster. Because Link opens the door with his sword hand. So, like, on GameCube Twilight Princess, if you open the right door, he, like, steps through and pushes the door open. But if you open the left door, he, like, pulls the door towards him and then walks around it to go in. And then also has, like, a longer animation. Also, I guess the thing that actually matters is the animation on the other side of the door is faster or slower. From the right side, the animation is like 2/3 of a second faster on GameCube Twilight Princess. Where's Memo?
We want your love.
Well, I guess we're running down this way.
Leakage with light.
Still need one more rupee somewhere. Where can I get 1 rupee?
Might we?
Nice. I should add Twitch chat to this scene by motion tracking it to my forehead. That's certainly an idea, I suppose. I don't think that's something I'm going to do, but it's points for creativity. Nice camera.
You should have these one that you need.
Alright, well, we did it, gamers. We're only 20 minutes behind. Surely this is recoverable. Pretty sure my old Dungeons PB gets to Arbiter's Grounds faster. And also does an extra dungeon. Actually, 2 extra dungeons. Really? That was 2? I'm surprised that that hit the wall. Oh, and that wasn't close enough. Wool pot. Yeah, my angle, I don't think it was straight there. Reason. Oh. I have to take off iron boots before you come back to me. I guess I do. Alright, well. I think one of these is a red rupee. Yeah. Angle. Cool. the lantern out.
Tip your ketchup. Step metal.
No, there's not really. Like, trying to use displacement clips for Death Sword Skip has been, like, looked into pretty heavily, but there's no way to get, like, an item pickup animation in this room, aside from opening this chest to get the spinner. So you can't do the clip like we do for Pogate Skip itself. You also, like, we can't do, like, the clips that we do for, like, dungeon doors or for, like, Temple of Time, Door of Time skip. Because the gate that, like, opens up once you defeat Death Sword doesn't have a ceiling under it. So that kind of clip doesn't work. And then there was like there is a theoretical way. I think we should still be okay just doing this. Yeah. Little spooky. There's a theoretical way where if you could displacement clip into one of the diagonal walls around the arena. Oh, nice. Then you could essentially, like, get out of bounds and do Death Sword Skip that way, but the problem is that there's no position for a displacement clip that, well, I guess the only way to make it work with known displacement clip positions is if you already have the spinner, which obviously does not help, because that's where you get the spinner. You would be able to do it if the wall was, like, aligned to the X or the Y axis, but unfortunately none of the walls that you would want to do that on are in that room. Alright, let's see if we can not fail Stallard Skip. Darn it. Yep. This is the part that I'm bad at. Nice. Like, I can't... I don't know what it is, but something about the timing of it releasing Y, and then having to... No, this is... Well, now. Oh, no. Yeah, we have to do it out again. Something about the timing of releasing the claw shot button and then immediately having to press left and target in 1 or 2 frames, like, is something that I am bad at for whatever reason. This time. There we go. Blink. Really? That is wrong again. Yeah, that was... I think that did work, but I was just too late on... releasing the button. Oh, that time was just wrong again. There we go. What? Okay, that I don't understand why that fails like that. I felt like that was a good angle. Okay, that position definitely wasn't good. Why wasn't it good? I don't know. But it wasn't. Really? Oh my goodness, please. Okay. Don't know why that was so complicated, but... Well, yeah, so... The thing that's nice about that method of staggered skip is that, compared to the old one, if... Like, you can fail the second part of the trick as many times as you want, and you don't have to do the claw shot actor displacement again. Because doing the trick does not end up, like, killing the Style Trooper. Whereas, with the bomb boost method, the Style Trooper dies if you mess the trick up in most ways. The part that I was failing the most at is honestly not that difficult. The method that I do it is not, I think, a method that anyone else does it. I have to, like, go back in and test to see why I'm not getting the correct position sometimes, though. Because, like, I can recognize that, like, even before I get on the spinner to try to displacement clip into the wall, I can see that my position is not correct based on where Link's feet are, essentially. How did Stallard skip go? Not very good. Because I failed the claw shot actor displacement twice, and then failed actually doing the second half of the trick for like a couple minutes also. For various different reasons. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even the biggest mistake of this run, because the biggest mistake that I made this run was apparently not being prepared for doing, entering Lakebed Temple if the rock to Lakebed was already blown up. But I did not realize that you had to do a different setup if the rock was already blown up. But you do indeed have to do a different setup. Hopefully we don't lose stupid amounts of time to anything else in the run. Boy, time for the lag. Nice. First. Really? What? I'm holding C up. What's happening? Ow. Darn it. Wait, what am I doing? Do the boomerang first. No, why am I doing it a second time? My muscle memory is getting confused for some reason. There we go. Ooh. And I have to do this setup from the middle of the door now. Because I have critical health. I thought that's how it worked. Yeah. Well, that didn't save any time. Well, let's see if we can not fail throughout the rest of the run. Too far away. Too low. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I don't remember when the last time I did that was. Thanks for the good luck pounce. Also, yes, we did go through the grating, because there's a tiny hole there that we can shoot the claw shot through. Very good Rob shot, at least. And now we wait. Yeah, this boss pretty much is an auto-scroller. We can speed up the auto-scroller quite a bit, but even with speeding it up, it still takes forever. We do not have fairy tears now. We never get a bottle in this run. And even if we did, I don't think we passed by any rare chew jelly, so... Oh yeah, casually Argarok is really cool, but... Speedrun do be kind of boring. Yes, doing this fight with Orden's Sword does indeed take a really long time. You have to do 5 cycles instead of 3. What I say is the coolest or most fun casual boss fight to me. In this game, the, like, coolest one, I think to me, and, like, the most fun is, I guess, Stallard, but I think, like, Stallard and Blizzetta are probably my top two. Wow, mini bosses? I mean, mini bosses, Ook is definitely the best one. As far as least favorite goes, I don't know, I feel like Deku is fine, but... You didn't like Dangoro? Sometimes the, like, controls of, like, grabbing Dangoro definitely can be pretty finicky. I think I had trouble with that casually. I didn't hear anything. No, I don't think there's any Twilight Princess full game category that can skip Deku Toad, because you have to get the claw shot somehow. TPHD definitely does do Deku Toad. At the one from City in the Sky first. Oh, yeah. Easy. I'm still annoyed that, like, displacement clipping through the door in the Iralfos mini-boss fight doesn't just allow you to get the chest immediately. Because, of course, the cutscene trigger has to be if you're ever below a certain Y value. So thank you very much for the good luck, Festus. We really needed it this time, even though my mistakes were not luck-based at all. Alright, time for Stupid Room. Okay, that's a good spawn. Wasn't quite what I wanted to have happen. Come on. Optimal. Missed hitting the claw shot a second time. Alright, well. Hooray, another segment that was not terrible. In fact, it was so not terrible, it was a best segment compared to what I did 6 years ago. I don't think that's gonna reach. Oh, never mind. Neat. Really? The splits we're seeing right now are me comparing against my PB. This run had some pretty bad mistakes, but it's a no reset run, so we're continuing it to the end. Any hope for Soul Skip in the future, or is it completely impossible? I don't know if I would say it's completely impossible. And I mean, there are some, like not even just Sol's Skip itself, but, like, if there was a way to duplicate a Sol, that would be pretty good. Because then you'd only have to do one side, and being able to skip Stupid Room would be pretty good. But with our current knowledge, it's not possible. Nice. Held target too early on all those. Is the waterfall in the first room the only thing you need Light Sword for? No. Like, you would also either need a Sol or Light Sword to, like, get past the waterfall there to get the boss key, or to, like, activate any of the moving platforms in the second half of the dungeon. So... Like, somehow doing Saul's skip or light sword skip is probably going to involve getting at least one. Well, yeah, I mean, being able to do Saul's skip or light sword skip somehow would have to involve something that we currently are unaware of, because if we were aware of it, then we would do it. But I kind of feel like just discovering early Hyrule Castle is probably more likely than finding Saul's or light sword skip. Where are the hearts? There's one. YouTube stream seems like it should be alright. It may have gone down for... or like the bitrate might have tanked for a little bit, but... I don't have that one immediately visible. Displacement clipping, unfortunately, does not help for early Hyrule Castle. Because there's no way for us to get a get item animation of some kind. Also, really? So even if, like, we could displacement clip there, we still wouldn't be able to get through the wall. So there's no, like, rupee we can pick up. Come on. Oh. I mean, if early Hyrule Castle was found, and assuming that it didn't have, like, too many crazy requirements, probably be looking about, like, an hour saved for any percent. Get more, an hour, 10 minutes or something. Because regardless of when you are able to do early Hyrule Castle, you still have to do everything up until getting Claw Shot for, like, the any percent route. Like, at minimum. Because you still need Claw Shot and Gale Boomerang to get through Hyrule Castle. And Master Sword, of course. Ow, what? Bro. Darn it. Really? Alright, well. That wasn't good. No, you can get through all of Hyrule Castle with just Claw Shot, Gale Boomerang, Master Sword, and Lantern. And Ending Blow. How do you get up the stairs? For the double claw shot section, you do a very precise single claw shot that allows you to still land on one of the broken stairs and get all the way up. And then for the spinner section, there's a pretty precise long jump attack and damage boost that you can do into one of the spinners to get halfway up, and then you can claw shot up the other half. It's not, like, terrible. It's like a 2-frame window for the long jump attack with a setup. Nice bonk. Yes, I'm definitely ready for barrier skip, which is going to be done by breaking the barrier. So thank you very much, Luna the Wolf, for the 7 months of Tier 1. Glad to hear that life has calmed down. Or I don't know, maybe it was a good excitement. But you've returned just in time to see me do a really bad Twilight Princess Any Percent speedrun. I guess actually most of the run wasn't that bad, but there were some key mistakes that lost me huge amounts of time. Which should not have happened. How much time would barrier skip save? If you could just do it, like, assuming you didn't need to do anything, like, too crazy for it, probably at least, like, 70 minutes in any percent. Like, any percent would still be well over, like, an hour long. Probably at least an hour and 20 minutes long. Oh, nice. Took the sword out there, that wasn't necessary. Dang. No text skip for us. What I say is a better pick for the mini-boss of Hyrule Castle? I mean, I definitely feel like it's King Bulblin, if anything. Because the Aralfos can be defeated pretty quickly. And also doesn't have as many, like, phases as the one in City in the Sky. What? Got that hitbox. This hitbox. Hello? Bro. I'm at half a heart. Could really get the hearts that are in those pots. It's the singular heart that's in this pot. Well, yeah, I mean, like, most of this run was not actually, like, that bad, right? Like, despite the fact that the final time is pretty bad compared to what my PB is. Nice. There were just, like, some very select few instances that I messed up in a really bad way. Nice. All I want is more health. Is it too much to ask for? I don't actually know what this means for seeding, because I don't know if, like, if you already have a PB, if this, like, is used instead of what my current PB is, but we'll see. Rabat 24. Oh wait, that... darn it. I got the running slash the first time. Alright. Here. Well, at least we should be getting sub 320. Alright. Starting off with a good cycle of Puppet Zelda. So thanks for good luck, TGD. This is unfortunate. Thanks for the good luck, Stick Manta. And 2 charge attacks. Again, another charge attack? Oh, no charge attack. Will your frame rate improve if you look at the ground? If you do it when Zelda tries to give you a triangle attack, specifically on the GameCube version, yes. I think that was a 10th cycle? But either way, not a particularly great puppet Zelda. Uh-oh, I forgot to equip the ball and chain. Hold on. And I need that. Alright, we want to stay in first person for as long as we can to not get this much lag. I always forget how bad the lag is. Interesting. That's not a path that I've seen before. Alright, well. Yeah, once again, most of the run, not too bad. Like, really, the 3 big things were forgetting to make a save after Bow, which cost me 6 minutes, because I backed it up in the worst way possible. Losing, like, well over 10 minutes on entering Lake Bed, because I didn't realize that the setup that you do actually has to be different if the rock is already blown up. 3:18:22. Well, considering the mistakes that we made, I guess that's not too bad, but... Oh, wait, I have to finish on race time. Right. Done. Okay. Forgot about that. We got 12th place out of 22 entrants. So, yeah, hopefully we do a little better in the actual tournament matches. But always good to do no reset runs. Yeah, I guess we also lost, like, a minute on back in time and, like, 2 minutes on EMS, but, like, those were small potatoes compared to the time we lost on the other things, so... I do think that is going to be it from me for today, though. So tomorrow we will be doing another race, but tomorrow's race will be for will be I think probably the last qualifier I'll do for the Twilight Princess randomizer tournament. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow. That'll be at noon my time, I think, which is in 23 and a half hours from now. So that is the plan for tomorrow. And then on Monday, maybe we'll do some actual Twilight Princess Any % attempts. So hope you guys all enjoyed watching. And we will be back tomorrow, so see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Crystal again. Wolfdash repair. You get rebuild space. Hot for report.